Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. It's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10. At their own 26-yard line.
The option to start the drive. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 25.
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 11 carries, 56 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. This is Mack on the counter. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Goff. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Goff. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 14.
3rd and long. It's Goff. He's got Jack Doyle. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The throw over the middle, taken in and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The 40-yard line.
Quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. He dumps this off to Mack. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun. Gone. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early in the first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you go the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The ball carrier.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. This goes out right to Doyle. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that. So blitz coming, and down he goes. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. First down, it's Watson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Watson now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Philip Lindsay there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again is Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the Colts 11-yard line.
Now it's Lindsay. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Lindsay on the carry.
They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsay. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 20 of the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. The point after try forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Philip Lindsay touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. This is what they used to call the West Coast offense, the long handoff. Serve as your running play that way. as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Now Goff on first down. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Mack. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Goff on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Doyle, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Left side, Doyle with it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
On the ground, it's Mack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. That's complete, right around the 8th.
Complete to
that catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Popadot, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Montez Sweat in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Flushed out right. That ball complete to Isabella. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
He's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Watson steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Watson. Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And we'll bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Touchdown, Colts.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away from the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this one.
I don't think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Texans 7.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Phillip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you...
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 20. Touchdown, Houston. Phillip Lindsay, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break. Got your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams sprint to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. That is man complete over the middle. It's Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's Marlon Mack. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles. A big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, it was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right. They weren't fooled. And they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 43.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 7, Watson flushed to his right and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And the Texans first down.
They'll try the air now with Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 3, second and a yard.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Lindsey. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take. On first and 10, gone. This goes underneath to Doyle, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
30-yard line.
Back to throw, gone. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
That's good.
11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's gone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
That's another Colts first down.
Again, gone. Caught left side by Hilton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run on first down. Mack. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Running the sweep, Hilton with it. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. Second down and goal. Goff. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Come on, baby. We got to do our job. We got to do our job.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Looking to run with Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. So here we go. The Colts will go for 2. Goff now looking to throw. He's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out now comes the Houston offense as you take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs? Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Watson. This one caught by Isabella. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He dumps it underneath here to Lindsay. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Watson. Able to find Isabella. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. To Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie.
Point after.
And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Stopped up at the 25.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On first down, gone. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Sideline and incomplete. Brings up third down and 2.
The Colts on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 9 yards.
That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. On first down, Lindsey, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the counter, Lindsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first. Here's Lindsey. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold them up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Texans,